Okay guys, I'm out here in the garage on this Nissan. I don't know if you can see the damage better in here than you could outside. But yeah, there's some damage there and whatnot. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to straighten this door first, maybe. I think I'm going to take a little 1x block of wood and stick it here. So it shuts like that, and then I'm going to hammer this edge in. But while I'm doing that, I think I might weld a piece of metal here and pull out as I'm hammering in. And then when it comes to this dog leg here, that thing is pretty pushed up in there, guys, and it bent out here where it's spot welded. So this is actually two pieces of metal here that are bent. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I think I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna drop down this molding here, and I think I'm gonna drill out these spot welds, and I think I'm gonna cut it somewhere, and I might cut it somewhere down in here and take this outer piece off, straighten the inner piece, straighten the outer piece off of the car, and then weld it back on as if I was doing like a little panel replacement there. I think that's going to be my best bet for that. But I don't know, I got to start messing around with it and see what I can do, because I don't know how I'm going to be able to pull this downwards while I'm hitting up on this without some sort of a frame machine pulling on it for me. So I think for me to fix it, I'm going to have to cut it off and do what I just said. But then up here, there's a little dent in the quarter panel and in the gas door. But that ain't shit. That's nothing, so. But yeah, I'm going to get set up on this door here and see how it goes, and probably set you guys up on the tripod and maybe do a fast forward video, because I got to get this thing done. I ain't got time to fiddle fuck around with the camera and explain every little step. So I'm just trying to give you a basic overview of what my goal is for this now, and then you guys can watch the video and see it from there. Okay guys, so you can see I actually managed to get that dog leg wrapped back out, pulled out back where it was, without having to remove it. So that's a plus right there. I got the bottom edge of the door pushed back in. As you can see, it's pushed back in, and you can see the lip there on the rocker panel. If we go over to the other side, there's a lip where it sticks in, you know, the lip from the rocker panel. So that's good. I got that back in. What I did there was I took this small little block of wood, I opened the door, I put this block of wood right before where it was, hold on, let me hold it there, right before where it was kinked. Well, it fell out. And what that did was, here, hold on a second. I put it there right before where it was kinked. The piece of wood's right here. And what that did was that stuck the door out so it doesn't fully shut. And I got my good old Ford tool out. And this block of wood. And I laid this block of wood up here and whatnot, and I started slamming her around with that. And I started slamming this edge in and out with a dolly and a hammer to straighten her out. I wanted to straighten out the edge of this door the best I could. I could probably do ever so slightly little tweakings on it, but I want to get this big dent out of this door first. But as you can see, I got her shut there, and the gap's not too bad at all. Gets a little skinny there and goes back out. But I believe if you look at this other side, plus they have the chrome molding on the edge of the door, the gap kind of does the same thing. So I think we're going to be good on that one. and whatnot. So I gotta fill this in with mud. I got it pretty straight. I mean, you can see the door shuts pretty flush. Right here, the very edge of this dog leg is tagged in. So I think I'm gonna have to get behind it with a chisel, and I'm gonna have to hit my chisel with a hammer and try to pop that up ever so slightly right there, and build it up with a little bit of mud. But yeah, and the door opens very nicely and it shuts, so mission accomplished on that one. That's not bad at all. Now what I gotta do is I gotta take this interior panel off of this door, and I gotta start working that big motherfucker out, and I gotta work this kink out down here right on this body line. And once I get that worked out, I can get her in mud and start to straighten her out. Up here is going to be a little bit of a bitch. I can't access the back, so I think I'm going to have to use my stud welder on that one to get this out. This gas door's got to come off completely, and I don't know. I got to open the trunk and look. Maybe I'll take out the trunk paneling so I can access it from the back, because I like accessing it from the back side of the panel a lot better than using that stud welder. Plus, even when I use the stud welder, I like to take the interior panel off anyway. That way I have access to the back of my repair, for the fact that in case there's a fire, or even because when you weld your stud, what it does is it melts the corrosion protection off of the back side of the panel. So you have to access the back side of the panel anyway to coat it with some type of etch primer or epoxy primer or something to protect it. So let me rip this, I gotta rip this interior panel off here, and I gotta rip the door handle off, and then I'll turn you guys back on. Hey guys, Millrick77 here. Oh, excuse me. I got me going some my favorite Seagram 7 with 7-Up, which makes me a 7 and 7. My favorite. But what I got going on today, which I'm done for the day, by the way. I got my first coat of Bondo. Actually, it's probably my second coat of Bondo, 7th. Yeah. Second coat of Bondo on this Nissan, and she's gonna have a little bit more Bondo than what I anticipated in the door, but there's nothing I can do about it. You know, she's really not looking too bad. I mean, I'm gonna get her pretty straight, there's no doubt about that. But what I'm dealing with is some waves here on this line where this molding goes. And then after I get them out, I'm going to have to put some Bondo actually in where that molding goes, so the molding doesn't do this. But it's going to be a little thick right in this area. Thicker than what I like, that's for sure. And there's really not much I can do about it. I mean, that was so oil canned, it's not even funny. I probably should have coated this for a new door, is probably what I should have done. But, you know me, I like to try to save people money when and where I can. So, I said I could fix it. I'm happy with the dog leg. I don't think this is shut all the way. I'm pretty happy with the dog leg there. I just got to do my body work, you know, the Bondo up in here. I still got to pop out these dents. I haven't done that yet. I'm taking it one step at a time, and I'm trying to get this door done. And then I'm going to work up to here. And then I'm going to pop these dents out, and I'm going to get this done. That way this whole thing is going to be all ready for paint, and I'm not going to be here, 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 here. Take it one step at a time. I do a coat of Bondo on the bottom, and while I'm waiting for that to dry, I put my coat of Bondo on the top. While I'm waiting for my top coat to dry, I'm sanding my bottom coat. Then I put a lick on my bottom coat as I'm sanding my top coat. You know what I mean? So I'm constantly doing just one section at a time, not driving myself absolutely fucking insane. But today was one of those days, guys, where the baby was just being cranky. It was hot as a motherfucker. It's about 6:30 right now, probably 7, and it's still over 80, which makes it about 29 for you guys that go by the metric system. And yeah, man, just one of those days. So I'm done. I'm stopped. I'm gonna drink me a Seagram 7 and 7. I'm actually on my third. I like to mix them extra strong. The way I go about a 7 and 7 is if it's darker than my light beer, that's a good Seagram 7. The other thing that pissed me off today, guys, was last night, Monday night. Sean and I took the boat out on the river to test out that new fucking motor. New to me, anyway. We don't even go 100 yards, and the engine seized. Yes, it did. We were going down the river. It was going good, and all of a sudden, done. Try to pull it. I can't even pull the rope. Whole fucking shit seized. Pissed me off. So cools down, and then I can pull it again, you know, after the metal contracts. And I get it home. I got it out there right now in a garbage can full of water, as you can see. And ran it for 15 minutes. Seized right back up again. Call the guy. I tell him, that's an as-is fucking deal. You know that. I ain't giving you your money back. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I understand that's an as-is deal. Now, this is a guy I've known for quite a few years now. I understand it's an as-is deal. And I could see if I was using that thing for a week or more. But it was less than 24 fucking hours after I bought it. And it left me in the middle of the river. I even offered him just to give me half of my money back. And he refused. He wants to give me half of my money back, and he wants me to give him the engine back too. So I'm going to be giving him $70 for fucking nothing? I don't fucking think so. And I was looking online at Sears on their parts and shit that they sell for their shit. I can get piston rings. I can get a wrist pin. I can't get a connecting rod. I can get rod bearings. I can't get the cylinder. So I don't know. I got to rip it apart now. I got to rip the whole fucking thing apart, and I got to see what's fucked up inside of it. I'm pretty sure all I can get is rings, maybe a piston, and rod bearing. Lights just flickered. But I think that's all I can get for it. So I gotta take it apart and see how bad the cylinder is, because I don't think a honing's gonna cut it. And it's only a 2-stroke too, so like, I don't know, I don't understand it. I gotta take it the fuck apart though. But I ain't gonna be taking it apart for a while. But I gotta get this shit done, and yeah, I'm not touching this Nissan again until tomorrow, because it's just one of those days. And I think if I keep going, I'm gonna end up just fucking it up, and I don't want to fuck it up. I want to make it look pretty decent. So I'll get back at it tomorrow with a clear head. You know what I mean? So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. If anybody knows of a place where I can get Tecumseh two-stroke motor parts, it's a 1986, and it's a 1986 Tecumseh 7.5 horsepower two-stroke. Let me know. I've been looking online. I can get some shit through Sears. Not too bad priced either, but like I said, I can't find everything. And I also been looking online, and there's a lot of guys that take like lawnmower engines and hook them up to the tail shaft of fucking boat motors, and they work pretty good too. But in order to go in the river, I need something at least fucking 7 horsepower or more. So I don't know, tough break, I guess. It comes with the territory, but it's the first fucking tough break I've had in a long time. Usually my deals work out real sweet, but shit happens. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.